let me comment here. Don't you think that is where, a minute here, don't you think that really is wrong? We shouldn't try to, equate or try to make reference to something that is bad and awful in other crime. We should be looking at the good. We can also be a better example to the world, can't we?
No, I agree with you, but like I said, it is when you have a system, like in Nigeria, is when you have a system, you have all sorts of things that are bad. Look at it. Somebody told me a few days ago, said, oh, there's a robbery in Lagos. I said, let me tell you, in Beverly Hills, on the night they were to do the award, a star lost her dress in Beverly Hills Hotel, a six-star hotel in Beverly Hills. Her own dress was stolen by the value of $50,000. Everybody saw last week where armed robbers stopped a billion van conveying jewelry in France. So these things in every society, there's good, there's bad, there's ugly. You can't control all that. If everything is just perfect and everything, that might be in heaven. Not on earth. You have to, it's a human character.
Is your party satisfied with the response that INEC has given about some of the areas where they noticed shortcomings in preparations for the elections, particularly as it has to do with voting process? Because where they've identified some challenges, they've said, well, yes, these are what we've put in place to ensure that we correct them.
I keep saying that anybody who expects that INEC entire system will be totally perfect is deceiving himself or herself. This is a human system. What we are saying is that INEC should strive hard to ensure that all the systems or all their processes to the election, that have given they've worked hard to ensure that it is perfect. Minus, 1% or 2 errors, which is common, in every other situation. Of course, we will accept it.
So how come people have the impression that your party had given the impression that, certain things are not just right, irrespective of what they've put in place to ensure that it's corrected? You just kept your party.
Complained, and I said, whoever is in charge of that has complained to INEC vigorously and everything, and that position of the party, I'm not the one who is making that statement or taking position of the party, but that is that for me, the party has complained where they think things are not going well to INEC.
Now, what do you make of the allegation of the APC against your party that you're buying card reader jammers?
Let me tell you, APC is can accuse anybody of anything. I won't be surprised one day they will say that the man is pregnant. So they accuse anybody of anything. And as you know, in this business, just like they've done so many things, they have been, it depends on the situation they find themselves. They have been consistently inconsistent in what they do. And everything. So, yes, they'll tell you, PDP did this, PDP did. Look at the issue of corruption, for example. They tell you, so 20 billion is missing. They should appoint, in quotes, a first-class audit body. When they've appointed a first-class audit body, when the audit came out, they say, no, it's not accepted, it's not, and everything. And they go on and preaching, corruption, this, that, as if Buhari's personal integrity have now been transferred to APC personal integrity. If you remove Buhari let's talk about corruption, for example. If you remove Buhari from corruption, then another person in APC, you can say his personal integrity is so good, it's so this and everything. So that when they preach all these things, they go about, this thing is so perfect. If you're a member of APC now, you are one man who can deliver on security, you're one person who can deliver on this. All I'm telling Nigerians that look at what happened in Greece and in other countries where people outside promise what they could not deliver. when they came in, it was a disaster.
The question is whether or not you're planning to buy card reader jammers. Is that a frivolous allegation?
No, I don't know of anybody. If anybody is trying to buy it, it's APC. Because whatever they accuse you of is what they're doing. They first start shouting about it. And by the time you know they're done, they first want APC, anything they want to do, they start shouting about it. They'll tell you, oh, this is this, everything. But in the end, it's them that is doing it.
Because they say that that's the reason why your party is sure that the card readers won't work on that day.
And I've told you, they are the ones who are out there globally shopping for all these things. They are the ones who are going around the world. And this PDP people go around the world. We are meeting the people and telling them that Jonathan is working. This is what we have achieved. They are the ones who are cutting. They are the ones who are looking for foreign connections, foreign bodies. So they are the ones who are preparing these jammers.
Just a moment. They also give an example. They say that, they raised the alarm about the postponement of the elections even before it was mooted, and then it came to pass.
It wasn't, I don't think it's true. Let me tell you, issue of postponement was being discussed as I understand the nation issue of raising the alarm. Raising the alarm by what? President saying ABCDEF. How can you, a sitting governor, knowing fully well that in his state only about 40% of the PVCs were collected, the same election should go on? Is that not enough ground for suspicion? Because I have served. If in another state when I was governor, somebody's going to say to me that the permanent registered card, voters card received by registered voters are below 50%. I will be the one championing that the election be stopped until at least that gets to, like I said, over 75%, which is that, hey, but you see here, people insist that the election should go on even when the collection of PVCs in their state is below 45%. In fact, you can call it failure because below 40 is failure. So we are even 38 then, which means failed. So how can an educated person, an exposed person, see a failure and say, let's go into it? Is somebody given that I saw somebody says one day that if the Jonathan has a PhD, somebody has a degree in that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody, the issue of education. So, and the same person within 1 week was celebrating secondary school students from his state for winning trophies. You see, saying, I am not disbanded school, and these are educated people. You cannot allow failure. I've never seen anybody who will allow failure, which it was done before it was performed.